Hello everyone and welcome along to another episode of Motor Town, and I'm here at the Harbour Raceway. I'm in the Mr. Bean Mini that I've not actually shown on camera yet. Very, very fast, very powerful. Almost undrivable. Almost out of fuel too. But this isn't the focus of today's episode. This monstrosity over here is. That can exist there. This in front of me here is 100 units of fuel. It has taken me so long, so painfully long to load up here because obviously the refinery only takes 50 at a time. Well, here's 100. So that trailer is going to one destination, that trailer is going to another, and our Atlas tanker here is split. I don't know if the Atlas tanker can even pull this. Of course it can. There's nothing the Atlas tanker can't do. But we got our very first dolly link on the back there as well, which I'm very excited about. Jamusi is floating. We'll allow it. But let's have a little look here. So this vehicle seems to be varying in weight. It's, I'd say, 73 tonne. The scales will tell us in total. Let's see if we can get the Jamusi in this hitbox too and see how much that rear setup weighs too. Okay, Jamusi's doing things at the back there. And this one here is another 43 tonne. So we are over 100 tonne with this setup, which is that's what I was going for. I wanted to hit at least 100 tonne, and I know fuel's heavy. Milk is heavier, but fuel is heavy. And doing a U-turn with a road train, not my brightest move, but we just need to keep the speed down a little bit because the trailers on the back are not the most stable. I don't own either of them. Apparently we weigh 66.4 tonne, but that won't be counting the Jamusi on the back. Or maybe it is, I'm not sure. But I'm fairly certain, without doing the maths as such, I'm fairly certain we're in excess of 100 tonnes. Let's stop right there with our brakes cooking already, and see if I can even grab a screenshot of this. There we go, that'll be absolutely perfect right there. And put the HUD back on as well. So one lot is going to the Noxan fuel storage, another lot is going to the concrete factory. And I've done it in such a way as that I'll be able to get contracts for both, and hopefully pick up contracts from Noxan as well. That's the intention. I was going to do 100 fuel to Noxan, but that just simply wouldn't have worked. I wouldn't have been able to get both contracts because of the way the load is split like this. For those of you who don't know, the Tankos, I think they're called, the trailers hold 40 units each, and the Atlas tanker takes 20, so although it would be 100 in total, it wouldn't be split a 50-50. So it would be, I don't think it's actually possible to split and only deliver half of the Atlas tanker, which is a shame because 100 units of fuel all delivered to one place would be cool and all, but I'd rather get the contract bonus as well. But this style of road train has very quickly became my latest thing. Stick it on autopilot for the time being, and of course it's going to throw some funky shapes. But let's have a look at the comment section, because I've not done that in a couple of days here. So from yesterday's video, we've got Tech Black Dog who comments saying at 14:04, Mr. Ghosty just missed on-time bonus on 2 seconds. I forgot that I can talk to people at the bus terminal with the little odd cool things this game has. Yes, I didn't notice it until it was actually Willow that pointed it out in another comment. But yes, I did just miss that, and it is what it is. I still made very good money on that run, but yeah, I could have made more. I'm good at not noticing things. Our next comment comes from Jacob, and he says, you want a record-setting single-stop bus route? Do Guanjin Town to Gapa via the Mud Road shortcut. Your jaw will drop. I'm actually going to take a note of that. So that's Guanjin to Gapa via Mud Road. Ooh, the mud. That's... Oh, we're overheating. I probably shouldn't have it in sport. And we're running out of fuel. I will definitely give that a go. I do like massive amounts of money for very little work. Our next comment is from Willow on yesterday's video as well. It says, you could have squeezed a bit more money by making sure all the drop-offs get the on-time bonus. At 13 minutes 57 seconds, you could have got the big final drop-off just 2 seconds early and miss out on an extra 10 to 15k, which would have gotten you the 55k I got from that stop. Yes, I made a whoopsie. But I'll know for next time. Our next comment is also from Willow, who it's on day 43, the road train video. Funnily enough, we're now doing another road train. They say impressive that it moved at all. That's an insane amount of weight. This is roughly 4 times more weight on this run, and it's being pulled by a what I know as a class 2 rigid truck, which is still 540 horsepower engine in the Atlas, so that's certainly not to be scoffed at. On that same episode, day 43, X Flash U8075 says, next with the iron, in towing trucks, front axle should be in the air and you will fall over next to the road. Oh, we've come to a stop. We'll deal with that manually once I read this comment. In towing trucks, front axle should be in the air, and if you will fall over next to the road, just leave server and join again, and the vehicle will be on the road in its normal position. That's a very good tip, actually. I kinda noticed that between episodes when I did the off-road fuel delivery, where I'd left the truck lying upside down in the bushes, and when I logged back in, it was on the road. The next comment is from Fidro, who says, thanks brother, I'm going to do this right meow. That's awesome stuff. So that's also left on day 43. Still got a few comments to get through, but let's see if we can get this this truck moving. Ooh, that's the wrong direction. That's quite aggressively in the wrong direction. No. Ah, we have encountered an issue. See if I can wiggle my way to a funny angle here. And let's quickly check the map actually. Where am I? I am only there, so I might be able to go this road. Don't know if it's really any better, but if I can get turned, I'll go for it. Get myself in some state here. Oh, we ran out of fuel. All this fuel on us, and we ran out of fuel. I think what I might need to do is disconnect the Jamusi and reconnect it once I've got it moving again. So I'll let this fuel up, and I'll see you guys once we're rolling again. Okay, crisis averted. We're moving again. I just had to disconnect the Jamusi and drive it to the top of the hill independently, and then run back down and take a run at the hill with the Atlas and this trailer. I just obviously lost momentum on the hill, which is never good with this kind of setup. It teaches me for reading the comments out instead of driving. But speaking of, I will try and do both. Our next comment comes from Tech Black Dog, who says on day 2, all the way back at the beginning, it says, okay, wow, about the timer not going down when outside of a rental, just went inside rental, that's great info, on garbage run, on foot a lot, FYI. When garbage truck is full or almost full, you can still activate the scoop compactor. Just any bags that don't get put in garbage truck will remain in the scoop and no bags will be lost. That was actually a question I still, up until now, didn't know the answer to, so thank you very much for letting me know. Okay. That was in reverse. I mean, we're still getting pushed down the hill. We've got a little bit of a hill here, but it shouldn't be any kind of trouble for us. There's a plot of land that I do own that I haven't done anything at all with. That was one of the places I was going to put the garage because, well, you can see the mountain and the sea, but I like where the garage is. It's the garage is slowly coming along. I will show it off in a video very soon because I've been doing bits in the background. The next comment is from day 43 and it is from Jacob again. He says you can buy traffic cones at the raceway in the southwest of the small island and you can deploy to stop NPC traffic. Yes, I am yet to do that as well. It is, if I can come to a stop, the cones are purchased from this vendor here down at the Ollie Speedway. I've not been back to the Ollie Speedway in quite some time. Same video, and Jacob also comments, I'm 9 minutes in as you head out, tighten up the winches. If you winch enough to lift the front tyres off the ground, it will track better. You need a strong winch though. Yes, a lesson I learned the hard way. So there's still a few more comments to read, but I'll get to them probably in another video, just so that they're not all in one video. I just realised I'm going to have to somehow stop all of this on a downhill. The Atlas is really not happy about the slowing down part, is it? I haven't taken the contract from here yet, so his brakes are absolutely cooked. So the tanker that's on the dolly is the one that has the fuel for here. The Jamusi has for the other drop-off, and obviously the Atlas has half and half. That wasn't too bad for stopping. You want to give me the... There we are. Contract. I will take that for 50 fuel. Thank you very kindly. And let's get this delivered. Just like that. That's a small chunk of money right there. 87,500 for the contract, 10,700 for the fuel, another 1,000 for the contract bonus, and that makes a total payment of just over 11 there. Let's see if we have any. I don't know. That's very much in the wrong direction. I could make that be in the right direction. Hey, let's go for a mount. Ooh, that would be fun. It's not enough though. I do need 50 fuel, and that's the wrong way as well. That one won't get a contract there, or there actually. They're both petrol stations. Nor there. Three Water Factory, that's the one we go for. Let's load up until we're back up to full again. Just like that. And is the map taking us to the right place? It is indeed. So, we've, I suppose I could turn the hazards off now. We've unloaded and then loaded again. Now, we'll probably drop the Jumusi off at this next one because we can't pick any fuel up from this next drop. So we won't be needing it anymore. We don't want to just be pulling it around for no reason. I've left the headlights on it so that the beacons will work. But we'll do the same thing at this drop, where we'll take the contract for 50 fuel, and then the third drop will do the exact same. So we're actually delivering 150 units of fuel, all in one sitting, and it doesn't take long at all. It took me longer than I really want to talk about to get these loaded up in the first place, but it's almost worth it. It took less time to do this than it did to do the road train. Whoops. Than it took to do the road train with the coal. Yeah, we're not gonna blow that up, are we? That's fine. Stay. Come on. Let's cut that winch, run around the trailer, and I'm gonna do this the hard way. If I can get in there. Actually, I don't need to. What am I on about? Let's put them back in. Wrong seat, but both facing the wrong way, but I'll go for this one because it's behind us. The Jumusi really doesn't particularly enjoy the fuel trailer. As you can see, it even with the heavy winch, it still just locks up, well, lifts up the front. It's doable, it's just difficult. I don't even know how I tipped. I was not paying any attention at all. Presumably, it went round that corner far too fast. Alright, let's just get it hooked back up. Getting a bit quicker at this now. Pick up a lot of tension on there. That'll do perfectly. And let's jump back in here and make sure the handbrake's off. Back in the lead vehicle we go. Just like that, like nothing ever happened. But there is almost exploits that you can do like this that I can think of a way to make this even more efficient, but it would take even longer setup, so it would have to be an every now and again, but keep going back to load the vehicles type thing. But you could include a Lomax, possibly a series of Jumusis if you really wanted to, and the likes of the Brutus tanker. That Jamusi trailer's not happy. It's not as stable as the others. Surprised the police are fine with me being on the wrong side of the road. Maybe it's the copious amounts of smoke coming from the Atlas. Ah, off-roading. Where the Atlas shines. Our destination is just right there ahead of us. Need to be sure not to tip over here because I have no chance of turning the Jamusi around on this road. This has had an upgrade, quite a significant upgrade. That's cool. Let's leave that there for a second. We're probably going to need to get more fuel in the Atlas at some point. Where I assume it will be here. No, is it this one? Contract. 50 fuel. Contract's been signed. Let's get in here and get this one dropped off. This one will be a little bit more awkward than the last one because it's half in the front vehicle and half in the Jamusi. Just waiting for the gates to open now. This is a much cooler little compound this has. I realise this is probably going to be an absolute pain in the backside. Yeah, we're going to need to move the Jamusi. We're not pushing everything back, that's for sure. Now let's see if we can even get this out of the corner I've put it in. Yeah, easy enough, no problem at all. Like I said, the Jamusi will stay here, and we'll carry on with just this setup we've got now. Nothing phases this Jamusi, does it? It just gets on with it. Apart from turning, it doesn't like to do that. There we are. 40 fuel delivered. And now this thing weighs, well, nothing. So let's just get it up here out of the road. And we'll leave it there and carry on with our journey down to, I think it was the 3 water factory, was it not? It was indeed. This is much easier to run without a Jamusi on the back. Once we're off the sand, of course. If we're ever off the sand, it's a slight incline. Of course, we're stuck. Good thing we've got a Jamusi with a winch. Well, I'm not sure if this will have the grunt to necessarily pull anything, but I'm going to try. Rude, nearly ran me over. That'll do it. That's a amazing paint job you have there, sir. Why did the bus crash into me? It was not very pleasant of the bus. Okay, well, I'll a little cut in the video here, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Almost there now. I got an overweight fine. I'm 19.6 ton overweight, so this configuration of the vehicle, the standard non-janky version of the road train with the fuel is well 59.7 ton. Now here we are at our final stop here. If I can come to a stop, I've absolutely destroyed the brakes on the Atlas tanker, but I'm okay with that. Let's take a contract for 50 more fuel. And let's get this truck empty. It's worked very hard today. There we are, that should be everything. It is indeed. So we're back up to almost 500,000 again. I can't remember what I started with, but that was certainly worth it. Challenging. It was quite a lot of weight. The total weight, I have it written down in my notes on my phone there actually. Where is it? I should have had this looked out. So our total weight was 116.5 ton when we left the harbour, and I'll just see what that is in freedom units. That's quite a few. That's 256,838 pounds in the freedom units, of course, which is a few. But that's all I have for today's episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, then don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can of course subscribe for more of these borderline silly videos. And we're very quickly, this is episode 45, we're very quickly creeping up on that 50th episode, where I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to do something big to celebrate 50 episodes. And hopefully I have an idea of what to do actually. It's just popped into my head, I know exactly what I'm going to do. So if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing, because when we hit the 50th episode, that is when I'm going to look to announce something quite big. And if you're interested in spoilers and sneak peeks and almost early access to that, head over to the Discord, because I'll announce it there before episode 50, and maybe you guys can get involved with the 50th episode. But with that being said, the link to Discord is in the video description, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. But I am considering, I'm going to put a poll up on YouTube and over on Discord to see if you guys would like to see me live stream this tomorrow, or if you'd just like to stick to regular scheduled episodes. But keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow either way. Bye for now.